I'll start with what I just was talking with John. Obviously, you know Mac well. What is it going to be like for you guys week one? You know,
I think it's going to be competitive. Just knowing Mac Jones since I've got there, we got him the same time at Alabama. He's a very competitive guy. He's very smart, athletic. He's instinctive, and I know he's going to, do all he can to get his guys ready offensively, for our team. So that's what I'm trying to do for our guys getting ready for the Patriots next week.
have you talked with them at all? Any communication?
No, I haven't been able to talk to Mac, but you know, if he's gonna watch this, sometime, or this is gonna be running on ESPN, good luck, Mac.
Is there a little part of you that's a little bit happy for him, even though he's your rival?
Oh, of course. Like I said, we've got into, Alabama the same year, the same time. He enrolled early, I enrolled early. Um, there's a lot of meetings we've been through together, and a lot of football we've seen throughout our college years, and a lot of coaching that we've been through together. So I'm very happy for him.
Coach Flo came out today. Coach Flo came out today and said to us very strongly, he said, Tua is our quarterback. What does that mean to you?
I think it means a lot. With it coming from the head coach, the support that I have from him, from the team, it means a lot. But for me, I'm just focused literally on trying to get our guys ready for next week. So
I know you're a focused quarterback, and Flo's message has been to block everything out. But how do you compartmentalize everything that flows with Deshaun and everything that's mentioned?
yeah, what's funny is I heard Jank just say he doesn't have cable. I'm one of those guys that don't have cable too. So I'm not able to turn on my TV and watch what's going on, to see the news and whatnot. Now, obviously, I know social media is a big deal, but really, I only hear from or hear about those things either from my agents, or if it comes from Ann Nolan, or if Coach wants to sit down and talk to me about things like that. So that's kind of how I find out, a lot of the talk that's going on.
Did you have a sit down with Coach Flores after this, or was it just in the team meeting?
No, I had many sit downs with Coach Flores. I mean, if you will, we pretty much talk every day. Whether it's a private conversation in his office or a private conversation to the side before practice starts, whatever it may be, we're always talking.
What about Stephen Ross? Have you had to talk to Stephen Ross?
I've never got to talk to Mr. Ross unless it was after a football game.
How is your mental health, Tua? Did you leave social media or that a little bit behind because it was good for your mental health, or why is that reason?
Well, I think really social media is good just so you can stay in contact with people you're not in contact with. But I think for me more often than not, it's more so for a lot of the marketing things that go on. So yeah.
Robert Hunt was telling us yesterday, he told us a lot of stuff, including that he learned to drive last year at the age of 24, which was a cool story. But he said
Wait, Rob Hunt?
Yeah.
He just learned to drive?
Last year at
Wow.
24.
Okay, that's good to know.
But he said he ate all the sausages that you gave him, and that he loves the Traeger grill.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I bring this up is Charlie Fry said to ask you for any specifics about how you take care of your guys, meaning not just the offensive linemen, but how is there anything any way other than giving guys a nice grill that you've connected with not only the linemen but all the players in the locker room or all the players on offense?
Yeah, I think I've been able to work with a lot of the guys off season, training, throwing with them. I've been able to go out to lunch with a lot of the guys we have offensively and defensively as well. The Traeger situation was just a Christmas gift for our O-line, and the O-line doesn't get enough love, so you give them some food with that, so stuff to grill, on their Traeger as well. So hopefully they appreciate that enough to protect you in the back.
How much can you take advantage of almost 2 full game weeks leading up to week 1?
Yeah, I think even the game I didn't play against Cincy, I think you can take advantage of all of those because we were practicing that week, and we were practicing as if that was our game week. And I think there's always something that you can learn from throughout those weeks of practices and then gameplay as well. But yeah, I would say it's a continuation of learning for me and for our guys up front and for the entirety of the team.
So this is the first full training camp for you that's over. What have you maybe gathered about maybe yourself or the offense throughout this camp?
I've gathered that we've taken a lot of reps offensively and defensively. This is the first time we've done two spot, I think, where we're on one field, and once we're done, there's a rotation, and now we're moving on to a separate field and doing different things. But just being able to get reps with the guys, for me, it's hard to look at something. Say, for instance, we're in a film room. It's hard for me to just look at something and say, "Oh, I see that. I got it." I'll be able to go out there on the field and get it. How things kind of resonate for me is, we see it in the film room, we go out and we rep it, and that's kind of how it sticks with me. And I think that's for a lot of guys on our team. That's how a lot of the guys get comfortable with running a route, making a block, making a pass, catching a ball, whatever it may be. I think that's been very beneficial.
Tua, you mentioned how much the support from teammates means to you. As a quarterback of this team, what do you take from that? Where does that enable you to do in terms of whether it's taking charge in the huddle or just being able to know that you're going to make plays and build that confidence? Where do you build on that once you know that you have the support?
Yeah, well, I think just the confidence in general and being able to be myself with the guys, not forcing myself to be someone that I'm not, coming in the huddle, screaming at guys, that's not, who I am. I'll pull guys to the side after series and I'll talk to them, tell them what I thought on this play and then hear what their thoughts are. And then I've always said this, we come into an agreement in between of what, we think will work for the team or what will work best for that specific play. So,
Tua, do you think the team is ready to go? Or do you think there's something in particular that you need to work on in the next few days?
well, I'm glad that we have this week and next week because this is going to be a tough team that we face. This is going to be a first game for us to pretty much see every look, and they're very similar to our defense. We've been able to see that throughout this entire camp. But I think it's going to come down to execution. Communication is going to be a big deal up front for us, but eliminating a lot of the bad plays as well.
We talked to Flo a little earlier, and he talked about how some of the offense this year is pulling some college schemes, maybe some things that you did back in Bama. How much does that help you comfort-wise, with whatever was integrated this offseason?
Yeah, I think whatever Flo and the coaches do it for the best interest of the team. I don't think it's necessarily just for me, but it's for the talent that we have as well, whether it's getting guys open deep, getting guys open throughout the middle, throughout the outsides, and trying to take advantage, if you will, of throws and matchups with guys, as far as personnel and things like that.